This is the Jurassic expert here doing my second attempt at this. So yeah, pretty much in this video I'm going over all the news that I have missed over the past couple of weeks, and let's just start it off right now with the reveal of the new bow damage Brachiosaurus, which I actually do really like. It will be more posable than the original attack pack. It looks pretty much like a modified version of the attack pack. I am seeing similar sculpts with it, mainly tail, legs, head, and even the arms. It just looks like a modified version to make it more posable and to have the little bow damage feature. So yeah, I am kind of excited for this one. But yeah, this is not one of the more exciting things of this news that I have to offer. And here it is in its packaging, where you get a better look at what the paint will most likely look like there. So yeah, and they did even paint the little crest. We have the new Brachiosaurus, which honestly I am not that impressed with. It is a straight up repaint. Nothing new in the sculpt at all. It's a fourth Brachiosaurus that we're getting, and our second green Brachiosaurus. But one thing that I noticed that's kind of interesting. So in the images of the packaging, you can kind of see that the patterning along the top of the body is brown, whereas in this next image, it is like an orangish yellow color. So I wonder what they will do with that. I don't even know if they're going to keep this same paint scheme, because it has been done in the past. For example, the green bow damage Pteranodon, which turned out to be the regular Pteranodon which turned out to be the Jurassic World colorings Pteranodon. So yeah, just one example there. And next we have the Molophosaurus with actually a quite different paint scheme from what we have seen with the other ones. This is our second bow damage Molophosaurus and our third Molophosaurus figure from Mattel. You know, I kind of like that they did this. It gives people a second chance and a more affordable version of the Molophosaurus. One thing I am curious about is, though, why is Mattel releasing these bow damage figure images when they haven't even released internationally? Well, internationally, I mean like any country that has a Walmart, where they haven't released like fully to all the Walmarts in the world. They haven't released the Plesiosauros, and I can't, and the Pteranodon. That's it. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's something that I'm curious about. But it seems to carry a lot of the same features paint-wise that the other two Molophosaurus do have, minus the patterning, though. I do kind of like the patterning that they did make it a little bit different from the other Molophosaurus. So yeah, I am a little interested in this one. I am a little bit more interested. I'm always interested in these. And next, the big news that we have is the fact that the Brachiosaurus, the Mattel Brachiosaurus images, have actually been released. Well, the packaging has been released. So this is what I'm assuming is going to be the back of the packaging or the front of the packaging. So yeah, on the back we get this lovely artwork with the Brachiosaurus and the Parasaurolophus in the background, with the Brachiosaurus wading through the large body of water, along with a nicely designed Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler, and John Hammond. Hopefully we do get a John Hammond figure soon, but I don't really have any hopes for that, seeing the behavior of the Legacy Collection so far. But yeah, one thing I did find interesting is the fact that on the side where it has the dimensions for it, which is giving you a nice schematic of how big this thing is going to be, it shows an Apatosaurus and not a Brachiosaurus. So hopefully this is foreshadowing that we'll be getting an Apatosaurus from Mattel, which will be a first for the Jurassic World line and the Jurassic Park toy line in general. because there's never been an Apatosaurus before, as, I mean, from what I know. Now, don't take this as, like, an official, like, oh, this guy said it, so it's gotta be true. Like, I have no ties with Mattel. This is all just from observation. But, yeah. So, there in this image, we have a nice, size comparison with the Alan Grant figure, just showing how massive this thing is going to be. I am actually really curious how I am going to put this on my shelf, which is already running out of room. Um, so yeah, I really cannot wait for this figure to come out. But yeah, so here is another look at what I'm assuming might be the front of the packaging, actually. So it might be similar to how the Mosasaurus was, where the packaging is mainly vertical, and then you pull all the pieces out and put it together, and all that. It seems, what I'm assuming is that you're going to clip in the tail, you're going to click in the first part of the neck, click in the second part of the neck. I know you couldn't really see it that well in the first image, but there is a little seam in the neck where I am assuming you're going to click that part in. But yeah, and then you'll click all the legs in and all that. Similar to the Mosasaurus, just with more parts to it to assemble. So yeah. Again, it is utilizing that beautiful artwork, and I do hope that this does come to the US and Mattel doesn't just like give us, they're just like, oh, international people, you get this, all you US buyers, no, we don't care. We're leaving you with the dying legacy collection that is pretty much non-existent here anymore. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't come down to that, and I hope that Target will make an exception for this figure. I am hopeful that that will happen, but I really wouldn't be surprised if Target were to say, no, we're not doing that, no, because the aisle has gotten smaller, and yeah. Moving on. So Tomy has released images of its new Battle at Big Rock figures. So here's the Ninja and all of you that are also Fast and Furious fans will be happy with me. I actually have been watching a couple of the films. I've gotten a brief look at it just from what I was able to find off of the internet. I might go pick up the movies later and watch that, just so I'm able to go watch the clip, and I'll do like a segment on that for you guys, while also at the same time making the movie enjoyable for me, and the Jurassic World short film not being the only reason why I'm there. So yeah, the Nizoceratops does look quite nice. And yeah, because it is Tomy, it looks like we will gain a fair amount of articulation with this. And here's the Allosaurus. So yeah, these are going to be the looks of him in the film. So these are going to be the main colorings. So you either love it or hate it, really. So yeah, there is a look at the Allosaurus with its articulation similar to all the other theropods, and here we have a look at their packaging. So here we have the new Dimorphodon figure, which I am actually finding that it's impressed. I like it more than I thought I would, seeing the images. Just because it seems like there is actually going to be more paint apps going on with this figure. You can see that there's patterning throughout the head and back, along with more patterning going on in the wings, along with the jaw being a separate color, and they painted the eyes and the teeth, mouth, etc., like they usually do. But yeah, I am kind of excited for this new attack pack, even though it is a repaint. Now, the one thing that I am probably most frustrated with Mattel this week is the fact that they released this new 2-pack images. They actually haven't released this. There's a chance that this could be canceled, and if it is canceled, quite frankly, I don't care. Because either way, I would not suggest buying it, because it is a straight up repack from what I could see. There is nothing new about this, maybe except for the fact that it has a different code, and that might be the only reason why you buy it. Other than that, no reason to buy it if you already have the Ian Malcolm and Legacy Velociraptor, and if you don't, you could easily just go onto Amazon, eBay, etc., and get it online, because Target kind of has gotten rid of all their Legacy Collection dinosaurs, but still have plenty of the human figures, so you probably still could find an Ian Malcolm for clearance. So yeah, next we have the new Jurassic World Evolution Sanctuary update, where pretty much it is kind of like the Fallen Kingdom concept, except it is actually going to be a successful mission, where pretty much you are transporting the dinosaurs from Isla Nublar to the Sanctuary Island that Claire has for the dinosaurs, and we are getting 3 new dinosaurs: the Tyrannosaurus, the Euplocephalus, and the Albertosaurus, which I am really excited for that Albertosaurus. And yeah, so we have a couple more images of the exploding Isla Nublar, and yeah. So yeah, and there we get a nice image of the Claire's Sanctuary DLC. And this will be coming out on June 18th for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. So, I have actually not gotten any of the other Jurassic World Evolution DLCs, but this one might actually be my first DLC I might get, just because I'm not a big gamer, and yeah. Next, so apparently LEGO is doing a weird thing with their new LEGO Jurassic World sets, because aside from Jurassic World stuff, I am also a LEGO fan. I have gotten a couple of their other brands. I was a big fan of Chima. If any of you are LEGO fans and you hate Chima, well, yeah, sorry to disappoint you. So yeah, anyway, so I am kind of familiar with LEGO and their releases, so I find this behavior quite strange. So pretty much they are releasing the Jurassic World sets internationally, except for the US. So in June, they have released them all internationally, but the US, we gotta wait until August, which I do find is a little bit strange, especially for LEGO, since they are usually really good at releasing their stuff, like, especially with the distribution and all that. So yeah, I do kind of find that interesting. So yeah, that is all I have for news so far. And yeah, I am working on the Savage Strike review right now. So I don't know if I'm going to put this up before that or after that, or what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to play it up before that. So yeah, as always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I put up new news videos like this one. And, as always, dinosaurs might be older than you, but you are never too old for dinosaurs. Bye-bye.